Hi, friends. Think about Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. They aren't paid by the hour. Instead, they own entire systems that generate money for them. This demonstrates the core wealth-building mindset from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Don't work for money. Make money work for you. This is why you might have heard, the rich don't work for money. It sounds odd at first, but there's a quiet truth behind it. Let me show you what that really means with simple examples and things you can try from today. Most of us wake up every morning, drag ourselves to work, and trade our time for a paycheck. But here's the thing. While we're busy working for money, the wealthy have figured out how to make money work for them instead. Take J.K. Rowling as an example. She wasn't paid just for the hours she spent writing. She created a story that became an asset. Even years later, the books, movies, and merchandise continue to earn long after the writing was finished. She did the work once, but the value keeps repeating. Today, I'm going to share the simple truth about why the rich don't work for money, and more importantly, how you can start applying these same principles in your own life. This isn't about having a trust fund or being born into wealth. It's about understanding a completely different way of thinking about money and work. Let me start with a story about two childhood friends, Sarah and Mike. Both graduated from the same college with the same degree. Sarah got a high-paying job at a corporate firm, earning 6 figures right out of college. Mike took a lower-paying job but spent his evenings learning about investments and building side projects. Fast forward 10 years. Sarah is still at her corporate job, now making even more money, but she's completely dependent on that paycheck. Mike, on the other hand, owns 3 rental properties, has a small online business, and his investments generate more income than his day job. Who do you think has more financial freedom? The answer might surprise you. Yes, it's Mike. While Sarah works for money, Mike has created systems where money works for him. This is the fundamental difference between how most people think about money versus how wealthy people think about it. When you work for money, you're essentially trading your time for dollars. There are only 24 hours in a day, so your income is always limited by how much time you can work. But when money works for you, there's no limit to how much you can earn. Your money is working around the clock, even while you sleep. So how exactly do rich people make money work for them? First, they focus on buying assets instead of liabilities. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket every month. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket every month. Most people buy things they think are assets, but are actually liabilities. For example, many people consider their home an asset. But think about it. Does your home put money in your pocket each month? Unless you're renting out rooms, it's actually taking money out through mortgage payments, taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Real assets include rental properties that generate monthly income, stocks that pay dividends, or businesses that generate profit. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of buying a fancy car that costs $500 per month, imagine investing that same $500 in dividend-paying stocks. The car loses value every year and costs you money. The stocks could potentially generate passive income for decades. After 20 years, the car is worthless. But those stocks could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars and still paying you monthly dividends. Second, wealthy people understand the power of leverage. Leverage means using other people's money to buy assets. When you get a mortgage to buy a rental property, you're using the bank's money to purchase an asset that generates income. If the property appreciates in value, you benefit from the entire increase, even though you only put down a small percentage. Third, they build systems and businesses that generate income without their constant involvement. This could be anything from creating an online course that sells automatically to building a business with employees who handle the day-to-day operations. The key is creating income streams that don't require you to trade your time directly for money. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but I don't have money to invest or buy rental properties. Here's the good news. You can start small and build over time. Start by saving a portion of your income, even if it's just $50 per month. Invest this money in low-cost index funds or dividend-paying stocks. Learn about different investment options during your free time. Consider starting a side business, even if it's just selling products online or offering a service you're good at. The goal isn't to get rich overnight, but to gradually shift from working for money to having money work for you. Another important strategy is to continuously educate yourself about money and investing. Read books, watch educational videos, and learn from people who have successfully built wealth. The more you understand about money, the better decisions you'll make. Also, focus on increasing your income through skill development. The more money you earn, the more you can invest, and the faster you can build wealth. But remember, earning more money is only helpful if you're also investing it wisely. Many high earners are still broke because they spend everything they make on liabilities instead of assets. Start by tracking where your money goes each month. Identify expenses you can reduce and redirect that money toward investments. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow into substantial wealth over time, thanks to compound interest. The truth is, working for money will always keep you in the rat race. But when you make money work for you, you create the possibility of true financial freedom. Remember Sarah and Mike from our story? The difference wasn't their education or intelligence. It was their understanding of how money really works. You have the same opportunity to change your financial future starting today. Begin with small steps, stay consistent, and focus on building assets that generate passive income. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if this video was informative for you.